Hey everyone, and welcome back to Health Hub, presented by Oliver Chiropractic. We always love diving into topics that can really make a difference in your wellness journey. And today we're going to be talking about lymphatic drainage therapy.
Absolutely. And, we know you guys are interested in exploring ways to enhance your well-being. So we thought this would be right up your alley, especially since it's something that Oliver Chiropractic specializes in.
Exactly. And you know what I find fascinating? We often hear about the importance of detoxification and a strong immune system, but we rarely talk about the lymphatic system itself, which plays a huge role in both. So for those who may not be familiar, let's break it down. What exactly is the lymphatic system, and why is it so crucial for our overall health?
Great question. Imagine your body as a bustling city, and the lymphatic system is like its intricate sewage and drainage network. It's this complex system of vessels and nodes working tirelessly behind the scenes to collect waste products, toxins, and excess fluid from every nook and cranny of your body, ensuring things run smoothly.
Okay, that analogy really paints a vivid picture. So if this system gets backed up or sluggish, it's going to cause problems, right?
Exactly. Just like a clogged drain can lead to a whole host of issues in your home, a sluggish lymphatic system can contribute to a variety of health concerns, from swelling and fatigue to a weakened immune system and even skin problems. And that's where lymphatic drainage therapy comes in, which Oliver Chiropractic thankfully offers right here in Edmonton.
So tell me more about this therapy. It sounds almost too good to be true, like a magic wand for your lymphatic system. What's the reality?
Well, it's not magic, but it can certainly feel that way. Essentially, lymphatic drainage therapy is a gentle hands-on technique that helps to stimulate the natural flow of lymph fluid throughout your body.
Okay, so it's not about forcing anything, but rather encouraging the body's natural processes to work more efficiently. I like that.
Precisely. And it does this through specific rhythmic hand movements and gentle pressure applied to the skin. These movements are designed to help direct the lymph fluid towards the lymph nodes, which act like filtration centers, removing waste and harmful substances from the body.
So it's almost like giving your lymphatic system a gentle nudge in the right direction. What's fascinating to me is that something so seemingly simple, manual manipulation of the skin, can have such a profound impact on a system that operates beneath the surface.
It is remarkable, isn't it? And this is where things get really interesting. When we talk about improving lymphatic flow, we're not just talking about moving fluid around. We're talking about enhancing the body's natural detoxification processes, boosting the immune system, and even promoting relaxation.
Now, that's what I call a triple threat of wellness. Before we dive into those benefits, I want to make sure we've covered the basics. You mentioned that Oliver Chiropractic offers this therapy, which is fantastic for our listeners in Edmonton. But I think it's important to acknowledge that not all lymphatic drainage is created equal, right?
That's a very important point. While the basic principles might be the same, the expertise and training of the practitioner can significantly impact the effectiveness of the therapy. That's why it's crucial to seek out qualified and licensed practitioners like those at Oliver Chiropractic who have a deep understanding of the lymphatic system and how to properly apply these techniques.
That's such a critical point. So for our listeners who might be thinking, okay, I'm intrigued, but how does this actually work on a practical level? Let's unpack the specifics of lymphatic drainage therapy and how it might be able to help them achieve their wellness goals.
Absolutely. Let's start with detoxification, a word that gets thrown around a lot these days. What's fascinating about the lymphatic system is that it's your body's built-in detoxifier working 204/7 to eliminate waste products and toxins.
It's like the unsung hero of our internal cleaning crew. So how does lymphatic drainage actually help this process? Does it speed things up somehow?
In a way, yes. By gently stimulating the lymphatic vessels and nodes, this therapy helps to improve the flow of lymph fluid, which in turn helps to flush out those toxins more efficiently. Think of it like this. Imagine a slow-moving river that's starting to accumulate debris. Lymphatic drainage is like giving that river a little nudge, helping it to flow more smoothly and carry away the buildup.
Okay, I'm picturing it now. And that buildup in our bodies, that's where we can see those negative effects, right? Like fatigue, bloating, even skin issues.
Exactly. And it's not just about feeling better aesthetically. When we talk about detoxification, we're talking about supporting your body's natural ability to cleanse itself, which is essential for optimal health and well-being.
That makes perfect sense. Now, what about the immune system boost we hear so much about? How does lymphatic drainage factor into that?
This is where the lymphatic system's role as our internal defense system comes into play. You see those lymph nodes we talked about? They're not just filtering out waste products, they're also home to immune cells that identify and destroy harmful invaders like bacteria and viruses.
So they're like little army barracks strategically placed throughout the body, ready to fight off any threats.
Precisely. And by enhancing lymphatic flow, we're essentially helping these immune cells to do their job more effectively. It's like clearing the roads for faster deployment, ensuring that reinforcements can reach the front lines quickly and efficiently.
That's such a cool way to think about it. So by improving lymphatic drainage, we're not just giving our immune system a boost, we're essentially optimizing its entire infrastructure.
Exactly. Now let's talk about another major benefit that Oliver Chiropractic highlights: inflammation reduction.
Yes. Inflammation is a hot topic these days, and for good reason.
Yeah,
It seems like it's at the root of so many health issues.
absolutely. And while some inflammation is a natural part of the body's healing process, chronic inflammation can be incredibly damaging. What's interesting is that the lymphatic system plays a key role in regulating inflammation.
Okay, I'm intrigued. How so?
Well, when we experience inflammation, it's often accompanied by a buildup of fluid in the tissues, which can cause swelling and discomfort. Remember how we talked about the lymphatic system being responsible for removing excess fluid?
Right, so lymphatic drainage can help to reduce that excess fluid buildup, which in turn helps to reduce inflammation.
Exactly. It's like releasing the pressure valve, allowing the inflamed area to calm down and heal more efficiently. And this can be particularly helpful for conditions like lymphedema, which is a chronic swelling caused by a blockage or damage to the lymphatic system.
That makes a lot of sense. It's amazing how interconnected all of these systems are and how much of an impact lymphatic drainage can have on our overall health.
It truly is. And it's not just about addressing specific health concerns either. Oliver Chiropractic also emphasizes the relaxation and stress-reducing benefits of lymphatic drainage therapy.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, any type of gentle massage can be incredibly relaxing, but I imagine that there's something particularly soothing about knowing that you're also supporting your body's natural detoxification and healing processes at the same time.
Precisely. And it goes beyond just the physical sensations. Remember, the lymphatic system is intimately connected to our nervous system, which plays a central role in our stress response.
So by calming the nervous system, lymphatic drainage can also have a positive impact on our mental and emotional well-being.
Exactly. It's about creating a sense of deep relaxation and balance within the body, which can have ripple effects on our overall sense of well-being. And speaking of ripple effects, did you know that lymphatic drainage therapy can even improve your skin?
Wait, really? Now that's a connection I wouldn't have made. I'm dying to know more.
It all comes back to that improved circulation and detoxification we talked about. When your lymphatic system is functioning optimally, it's not only removing waste products more efficiently, but it's also delivering nutrients and oxygen to your cells more effectively, including those in your skin.
So it's like giving your skin cells a breath of fresh air from the inside out.
Exactly. And this can lead to a brighter complexion, reduced puffiness, and even a reduction in the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles.
Wow, signing me up. Now, this all sounds incredibly promising, but I know from our previous deep dives that it's always important to consider the whole picture. Are there any potential drawbacks or things to be aware of when it comes to lymphatic drainage?
That's a great question, and it's always wise to approach any therapy with a healthy dose of caution and realistic expectations. While lymphatic drainage therapy is generally considered very safe, especially when performed by a qualified practitioner like those at Oliver Chiropractic, it's essential to be aware of any contraindications.
Contraindications meaning situations where it might not be appropriate or even potentially harmful.
Exactly. For example, individuals with certain medical conditions like congestive heart failure or active infections might need to avoid lymphatic drainage or consult with their doctor before trying it.
That makes sense. It's always best to err on the side of caution and consult with a healthcare professional if you have any concerns. So for our listeners who are intrigued by the potential benefits of lymphatic drainage therapy and are wondering if it's right for them, what's the best way to figure that out?
The best course of action is always to speak with a qualified healthcare provider who can assess your individual needs and medical history. And for our listeners in Edmonton, Oliver Chiropractic is a fantastic resource. They have licensed practitioners who specialize in lymphatic drainage therapy and can provide personalized guidance and support.
That's wonderful to hear.
Yep.
It's so important to have trusted experts in our corner when it comes to our health and well-being. I know we've covered a lot of ground today, but I feel like we've only just scratched the surface of this fascinating topic. What are some of the key takeaways you hope our listeners will remember about lymphatic drainage therapy?
I think the most important takeaway is that the lymphatic system is an essential yet often overlooked aspect of our overall health. It plays a vital role in detoxification, immune function, fluid balance, and even our response to stress. And what's so empowering about lymphatic drainage therapy is that it's a gentle, non-invasive way to support this system and optimize its function.
I love that perspective. It's about working with our bodies, not against them. So it's not just about treating specific symptoms, but rather about taking a proactive approach to our well-being.
Exactly. And while we've talked about a wide range of potential benefits from reducing inflammation and boosting immunity to improving digestion and enhancing skin health, it's important to remember that everyone is different.
That's a great point. What works wonders for one person might have a more subtle effect on another. It's all about listening to your body and finding what feels right for you.
Absolutely, and that's where the guidance of a qualified practitioner like those at Oliver Chiropractic can be invaluable. They can help you determine if lymphatic drainage therapy is a good fit for your individual needs and create a personalized treatment plan to help you achieve your wellness goals.
Couldn't agree more. Well, for our listeners in Edmonton who are now feeling inspired to explore lymphatic drainage therapy, how can they connect with Oliver Chiropractic to book an appointment or learn more?
It's easy. You can give them a call at 780-455-21112. Their team is incredibly knowledgeable and passionate about lymphatic health and would be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Fantastic. We'll be sure to include that number in our show notes as well. As we wrap up our deep dive into lymphatic drainage therapy,
Yeah.
I'm left with this thought. If something as simple as gentle manual stimulation can have such a profound impact on our overall health and well-being, what other hidden gems are we overlooking when it comes to our body's natural healing capabilities? It's a question worth pondering, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Our bodies are capable of incredible things when we give them the support they need. It's all about being curious, exploring different modalities, and finding what works best for us.
Beautifully said. A huge thank you to our expert for sharing their insights on this fascinating topic. And to our listeners, thank you for joining us on another episode of Health Hub, brought to you by Oliver Chiropractic. Remember, your wellness journey is uniquely yours, and we're here to support you every step of the way. We'll see you next time for another deep dive into all things health and wellness.